Hey, my beautiful friends. I hope you all are doing fantabulous. I just wanted to come on here and do a little bit of a chat with me video, letting you guys know that we have made it home. I know I didn't pick up the camera at all while at my mother-in-law's. That was done intentionally because I wanted to focus on family. I wanted to focus on making sure that everybody was okay. I wanted to focus on all of that. So that is why we did not pick up the camera. But one of the things that I did do while I was out on this weekend trip was I decided to get a new bag. So, as you all know, I have been working really, really hard on decluttering, on getting my life together, on making sure that all of my stuff is in order and is good to go, and stuff. So I have been trying really hard to just get rid of things that are not necessary, get rid of things that I'm not finding joy in. I went through my clothes once I got home this evening after our D&D game, because we went to D&D this evening, and I ended up going through my clothes, getting rid of a bunch of stuff clothes-wise. I have stuffed animals that I'm giving away for a very special birthday coming up. So, that is that. But, while I was away, I found the kind of bag I've been wanting. This, my friends, is my new bag. It is from the thrift shop, and I am absolutely in love with it. It is perfect. It fits all my stuff perfectly. I can put all the stuff I need in here, and it fits perfectly. So I'm very happy. I even have a compartment where I have my headphones, and underneath all of that stuff is like my main medical stuff that I need. Obviously, I have like my Nook in here, and stuff. We have a little hand sanitizer thing, fluffy thing. So all of the stuff we need is in here, including my Switch. So I'm very, very pleased, very, very happy with that purchase. It wasn't very expensive either. I think I paid like 10 buckaroos for this thing. $9, $10, something like that. Not very much at all. But yeah, we are continuing the process of downsizing and decluttering and doing all of the things. Obviously, there are things in my life that are not going to go away because they're valuable to me and because they mean something to me. So there are going to be things that are not going to go anywhere, obviously, like my collections of little things, like my doll collection. Obviously, I have stuffed animals that I'm going to keep as decor items and stuff. I have my sensory space, which I am going to declutter, but I'm not going to get rid of because my sensory space is important. So I am going to keep some of the stuff, obviously. But I have come to realize that there's a lot of stuff I don't need. There's a lot of stuff that I still own, that I'm very fortunate to still own. But that is not stuff that is like a requirement for me to have to be able to be okay. I now have the coping tools and the coping skills and the things needed to be able to handle it, and I'm in therapy for things, obviously. So we're doing well so far. We're managing, we're handling, we're doing all the things. So, yeah. But we had a really, really good trip. Got a chance to hang out with my mother-in-law and stuff. Got a chance to talk with her, check in with her, make sure she was doing all right. Got a chance to talk to hubby's best friend before he did his thing and stuff. And now we're just back home, getting back in the groove of things. Tomorrow, hubby is taking my car to go get tires changed. My car needs new tires, so we're going to do that tomorrow. But now I think I'm going to get ready for bed, because I am done. I've literally been on the road and been on the go since this morning at about 6:30. So I'm ready to call it a night. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm ready to take my meds, brush my teeth, and just conk out for the night because I'm so tired. And I'm drinking a lot of water, as you guys see, which is more than I do in my normal videos. But the reason I'm drinking so much water right now is because when we are on the road, I try to avoid drinking water. I try to avoid doing the kind of things that are going to cause us to need to make more stops than necessary. So generally when we go to visit my mother-in-law's, we try to make 1 or 2 stops at most. We try not to go and do extra stops because it just takes extra time on the road that we don't need. And obviously if we need to, we need to, but we try not to. We take 2 stops and that's it. Thankfully my mother-in-law is not super far, so we can manage to take 2 stops and still be okay and still make it within the time frame that is like reasonable time frame. Obviously when we travel, we have one of our cats with us, so it is harder. And just for everybody wondering, the cats that remained at home are okay. Everybody is good. Everybody was well taken care of, and when we got back, they got plenty of love, they got plenty of things, they got fresh water, fresh food, fresh everything. So, fresh litter, everything's taken care of. So, everybody is all set to go. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and do a check-in with you guys, a little bit of a check-in, because I know I haven't filmed in a few days, but like I said, my focus when I go on these trips is to spend time with family, and to make sure, everybody's okay. And that was kind of the whole point of this trip, was to make sure everybody was okay, to make sure everybody was doing well, just checking in with family, making sure everything was good, and stuff. We did play a very, 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 very frustrating game of Yahtzee. Anybody who has played Yahtzee before knows that sometimes the dice does not do what you want it to do. And I ended up having we played 3 rounds of Yahtzee. So, and I basically did very bad at all 3 rounds. And the one round in which I actually got a Yahtzee, I got the Yahtzee a round after I had crossed it off. So, that's what happened. But, we're not going to end it on a bad note, because at least we got time with family, right? So, whether or not we won the game or not, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it is a game with dice, and sometimes dice don't do what you want them to do, and that's okay, and it's not really the end of the world. And that is something I'm actively working on, is just accepting sometimes things aren't going to go the way we planned, And in this case, I was the only one who didn't win a game in the rounds that we played, and that's okay, and it's not the end of the world. So, anyway, I love you guys so much. Remember, as always, if you're going through it, you'll get through it, and remember who you are, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye!